Guys, welcome back. Today we're gonna be talking about some of the Mekanism factory. Excuse me. Let's see who's all on. I doubt I can rest without getting bothered by the nightmares. But anyways, we're going to be messing with some automation with the factories to be able to make these alloys: atomic alloy, reinforced alloy, and infused alloy. We're going to try to make it easy and automated. So let's just hop right into it. Okay, we're gonna need 3 things. You're gonna need these 4 things actually. Infusion factory. So I'm using the ultimate since I just made it, but you can use infusion. You can either use the basic or this metallurgic. Use my pronunciation, but you can either use that. But I recommend using these factories though. They're easy to use. So the basic be the lower tier, but I'm using the ultimate for this demonstration. Okay, we're gonna put down our factory. We have our setup already, our Ae2. We're gonna connect it to our Ae2 system. So there's that, the first infusion, second infusion, third infusion. That takes care of this, and this. And then we're also gonna need our pattern provider and also a ultimate crushing factory. We're gonna put that there. This is to create, I'll jump right into that in a second here. So we're gonna wire the backs with our pattern provider. Then the front, we're gonna give it some power. We're gonna use our indicate. Excuse my character. Okay. We're gonna put it on our channel 11. That's gonna be our factory channel. That has 2 billion FE. Okay, so now we have our power up and running. Cool. And then in our factory, we're gonna go into our side fig. Okay. And then we're gonna, on the top, well actually, let's do this first. We're gonna take our export bus, we're gonna put it on the top. On each and every one of these guys, and nightmares are coming at me. Any more? Nope. Okay. I'm gonna put 4 of those. And now just your factory, the side fig should be able to see it. And we're gonna leave that as not energy. Let's take off the energy. Side fig, item config. Okay, the item config here, we're gonna do for the pattern provider that we put on. We're gonna do input output, and then the top should be input. On these, this should be automatic input. This input output, and make sure on these guys here. Whenever you have these factories next to each other, they kind of communicate with each other. But with this setup, we're gonna take it to none. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. We're gonna set the side fig, the next factory over to the right, put none. And we have input output and input on top for the export bus. Same thing with this one. Input, input, output. We're gonna turn this off to none. Then same thing with the other side with none. Input, output. Oh, I forgot one thing. Make sure you have it auto eject on, because it'll, as soon as it's done, it'll send our inventory, the final product, right back into our system. So this one, those are extras. Oh, you know what? See, we need this section here. So this is gonna be yellow. Extra, that's gonna be at the top. Sorry about that. We're gonna put none on the bottom. Extra is the thing on top, because we need this export bus to throw in our ingredients to this section. So that needs to say extra, and that needs to say extra on every single one of these. Turn this off to none. Turn this off to none. Those guys are annoying. None. Let's put it to extra. Turn that to none. So the top is extra. Extra. Wait a minute. This one doesn't need it because it doesn't have an extra. So we're just gonna do input output towards the back. Input output. That's just input. Okay. Honestly, we don't even need this thing on top. We just have our pattern provider on the back. Okay. Make sure it says extra on top. Input output. Input output. Extra on top. Did I miss this one? I think I did. Okay. So everything should be set up now. So on this first one here, we're gonna go to the pattern provider. We're gonna go into this first infusion alloy. We're gonna look at the ingredients here. It needs redstone, but it also needs iron. Okay. We're gonna go into our pattern encoding. Click on the infusion alloy, click on this next tab, and we're gonna click on once. And the most important thing to do is take this off. So click it off, just left click, make sure it just says the iron ingot will turn into that. Okay, we got that. So the next one, it's gonna be this guy. So that goes into that. Make sure you click this off. And then the next one, atomic. And you click this off. Okay, now we have these alloys. They should be able to make these. But you know what? No, we'll leave those alone for now. Okay, first one is gonna be this guy. And I'll make sure it's auto sorts on, because it'll throw every single one into each slot instead of just one waiting. It'll just separate everything evenly out. Auto sort, sort. Oh yeah, make sure it says auto eject on each one of these. Auto eject. Auto eject. Turn this off to none. Input output. Okay, cool. Excuse me. This next one is going to be this guy. This one will be this guy. And then now the top, this is important. This is going to take redstone. We're going to feed it a redstone block. So you can either put redstone or redstone block. I'm choosing a redstone block because it adds more. So we're telling the system, our system, that it needs to feed this redstone block into the extra slot, which will give it the liquid. Same thing with this one. So the recipe for this alloy, it requires redstone. And then the recipe for this alloy, it requires diamond. So we're gonna go into this one. I know I skipped one over. Let's just go this one. This one requires atomic enriched obsidian. So we're gonna go to our export bus there. We're gonna do the obsidian, the refined dust into that slot. And then we're gonna send the diamond dust into this export bus. And then this system here, we're gonna do some grinding on this one. Excuse me. So to be able to get these dusts, we need to crush it. So we have our crusher here. We need this ingredient. So we're gonna tell the system, we're gonna go into our pattern encoding, go into the dust. It should be the next tab here. We're gonna find our crusher. We're gonna click on the plus sign. So now we're telling the crusher to make our dust. So, okay, we're gonna make the next dust. We'll go into the crusher. We're telling our system to make this into dust. So we're gonna throw this to here and here. Our redstone block. Then we have our diamond dust and then the refined dust. Okay. So we're gonna do obsidian. I'm gonna take 2 stacks and I'll throw it into our system here. Okay, now we have diamond. We're gonna take 2 stacks just for testing, and we're gonna need, okay, we already got those. Redstone blocks. Take 2 stacks. I'll throw it into our system. Okay, our ingredients are the refined obsidian, and we have the redstone, we have diamonds. And now we're gonna connect it into our system here. We're gonna need a channel available. Let's just feed this off of this here. It needs to go on the top here. On top, crouch click, top. You don't really need to like put it all the way. You just, one channel feeds those there. Actually, I'm running out of channels. Let's get rid of this. We don't need that. Okay. That should provide more channels. Cable. I have a bunch of channels being taken up here, so that's why I'm having a little issue. But on a normal system, you would have an extra channel separating this with this. So this is 32 channel feeding into this here. So I'm taking up 7 channels with my setup here. Okay. All right, so that's feeding that thing. But we need to tell our system that we need that there. So let's do, oh, it broke off. Okay. So now craft this. So now it's making our dust, and it should provide it into our system here with our setup. See how it's just feeding it and taking it back to our system. See, now that's done, and it should feed our system here automatically. It's kind of slow because I need the upgrades. Let's upgrade it. Upgrades. So we got speed upgrade and energy upgrade. We're gonna upgrade all our system here. Upgrade. And we did the speed, now the energy. Boom. So 8 with 8. It's the same thing. Let's feed 8 of those. It should make it way quicker. Okay. Same thing with the last one. Gonna give it some upgrades. Cool. Okay. Now our system has 100 MB worth of diamonds. But let's say we want, let's add a requester. QEST. Okay, let's add one requester to our system. We want diamonds, that. So we're telling our system that we want one at all times, but it's making it constantly because the diamonds is feeding this system here. So as soon as it runs out of one, it goes right into crafting mode to feed this thing. So it should also feed this obsidian, which it is doing. Let's see if we can catch it in action. There it goes. Okay, let's just say we want 5 batches. Of 5. 5 batches of 5 for both. Just send it through way quicker. There it goes. So as soon as it runs out, it'll refill here into our system automatically, because our requests are saying that our system needs 5 at all times, but it's being taken into a system, so it's going to always be in stock. The last thing we need is our redstone. Well, actually, it autofilled itself. As long as it's in inventory, it's gonna go right into your system. Okay, we got that out of the way. Now, here comes the alloy part. We're gonna go into the system. We want. Let's go to our requester here. Let's do alloy there, alloy there, alloy there. Let's get rid of this guy. Okay. So we're telling our system that we want one of these at all times. But it's making it on its own. Let's see. Catch it. We're missing alloy here. We are missing the purple one. It's a blue one, purple one. Wonder why we don't have the system. It's reading it all. Look at our system here. Oh, we type in ed. Okay, let's say we want 10 of these. Okay. Next, we're missing iron. Most important ingredient is iron. I didn't even have it in there. Okay. Iron. 1, 2. We're gonna put 2 sets in here. This guy. Now it's auto making. See, he's gonna go through the cycle here. We got 1, 1. We have one of those. Oh, it stopped. That one's filling up. That one's filling up. It's very full. Just trying to keep up. So I should have 1 and 1. We don't have 1 and 1. Now it's auto crafting. Let's do 10 of those. Request for 10 is done. So 10 of those. Request for 10 is done. And let's do 10 of those. It's done. Get rid of this nightmare real quick. You guys ever have this issue? Having to deal with nightmares every night. There's a bunch of people on the server, so I can't sleep. See, now I should have run out of diamonds and obsidian. But if you have your system set up into a farm, you will have unlimited obsidian and diamonds going into your system here. So this is fully automated, and you can even go further than that to make these guys, automate these guys into your system with osmium. You just add the pattern into that pattern provider in the back here. As long as it has redstone or the the ingredients for the fluid, because these are all set. So that has redstone, this one has obsidian, this one has the diamonds. So as long as it requires those ingredients, you can put the pattern on the back, and then you can access it in your system and ask it to create how many ever you want. And that is how you automate these alloys with Mekanism and Ae2. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I hope this helps anybody that is having questions on how to automate these alloys, because these are kind of hard to make. Well, they're not really hard to make, but it's just much simpler to have it automated. Well, thanks for watching. Have a good day. Let me just get rid of this nightmares. There's 3 of them. Okay. Have a good one. See you next time.